Have you ever noticed how some men seem hypnotized by certain women? Even if they're not the most beautiful in the room, it's like there's an invisible magnet, something that captures their gaze, holds their interest, and activates a desire they can't even explain. And maybe you've thought it's just luck, or that those women have something you don't. But the truth is something else. It's not the body, the face, or the outfit she chose. It's the energy she gives, off effortlessly. And that energy, it's not something she was born with. It's built. One of the biggest lies holding women back today is the belief that they need to become someone else to attract a high-value man. But men can't resist a woman who knows who she is, who owns her energy rather than wearing masks to please. You can be sweet and powerful. You can be vulnerable and irresistible. Because what truly attracts isn't perfection, it's presence. It's when she walks into a room and something changes. The air shifts. The attention shifts. We shift. This energy has a name. And today, I'm going to show you how to master it. I'm Ethan Blake, and I'm here to reveal what men think, but rarely have the courage to say. Because you deserve to know the truth. Have you ever wondered why you seem to do everything right, and yet he pulls away? You give affection, support, show how willing you are, but suddenly, he goes cold, disappears, or says he's not ready, and then comes that bitter feeling, like you've been deceived, as if there's some secret code other women know, and you don't. I get it. You look around and see other women being valued, chosen, even by the same men who once ignored you, and you start asking, what do they have that I don't? The pain isn't just in the rejection. It's in feeling like you're losing yourself trying to please, and still, it's not enough. But let me tell you something few men will ever admit. When you try too hard, when you force a smile, stay silent to avoid conflict, and adjust to his needs, you lose the one thing that could truly attract him, your real presence. The kind of energy that draws a man in doesn't come from effort. It comes from truth. And today, you're going to learn how to tap into that power. It's already within you, just waiting to wake up. Insight 1. The energy that attracts. There's a kind of energy that makes a man stop whatever he's doing to notice a woman, even when he's surrounded by distractions. It's not about beauty, it's about magnetism. This energy is born when she's at peace with who she is, when she's not trying to prove anything. You know, that woman who seems comfortable in her own skin? She doesn't need to speak loudly, she doesn't need to take up all the space. But still, you can't ignore her, because the way she sits, looks, smiles, it all radiates something rare in her security, and that triggers something deep inside a man. Instinct. It's like his brain whispers, this woman has something special. Pay attention. While many women are busy trying to be noticed, she's simply being, and that is irresistible. This magnetic energy begins with presence. Being truly there, not in the future, wondering what he thinks, not in the past, trying not to repeat mistakes, but present, grounded in the moment. Presence is when she listens without rushing, speaks with intention, and looks as if she truly sees. Men notice that, even if they can't explain it. It's as if time slows down around her, and there's more. This energy has rhythm. It doesn't rush, it breathes. And when a man feels that, he slows down too. He wants to be near it longer. He wants to explore that vibe. Because she's different. She's not trying to capture him. She's simply whole. And that challenges him, makes him want to deserve her attention. That's the energy that attracts, the one that doesn't seek validation but offers presence. And when that happens, the game changes. Insight 2. When she owns the room. When a woman masters this energy, she doesn't walk into a room asking for permission. She enters and everything shifts, not because she's loud, not because she needs to be the center, but because the way she exists impacts the space. She walks with presence, she looks with intention, and she doesn't compete. Men feel it like a magnetic field. Even the most confident ones become alert. It's as if she's saying, without a word, I know who I am, and I'm good with that. That changes everything. Because most people are just trying to fit in. They adjust their tone, their behavior, their words just to be accepted. But when she owns her own energy, she doesn't seek to fit in. She creates the space. She doesn't force connection. She invites it. And that is rare. You've seen a woman like this before. In a cafe, at a meeting, or at a party. She doesn't say much. But when she speaks, everyone listens. She doesn't need to explain herself. Because her energy already communicates. Men can't pretend they don't notice. Because something in her triggers their instincts. She sparks a silent question. Who is she? And even more, how can I be seen by her? You see, it's not arrogance. It's awareness. Awareness of her own worth, of her own impact. She knows. She doesn't need everyone. She just needs the right ones, those who vibrate at the same frequency. And when she understands that, she becomes the chooser. She stops chasing and starts selecting. That shakes the male ego. Because now, he feels he has something to prove. But, unlike manipulative games, this is the game of authenticity. She's not testing. She's simply being. And that is what makes her own any room she enters. The truth she carries. Insight 3. What men feel when a woman taps into this energy. A man feels it before he understands it. He may not be able to explain why she holds his attention, but his body reacts. It's like a silent alarm goes off inside him. Something lights up. He might be used to games, used to women who try to impress, or who use beauty like a shield. But with her, it's different. She's not trying to shape herself into what he wants. And that is exactly what he wants. Because this kind of energy doesn't bend. It invites but never begs. It provokes without attacking. It seduces without promising. And it leaves him thinking about her. Even after she's gone, she touches something deeper. The desire to earn, to deserve. He starts wondering if he's good enough. And that, for him, is both thrilling and challenging. Because the male instinct is activated not by confusion but by depth. She's not hard to get because she's unreachable. She's interesting because she has layers. And every layer she reveals feels even more valuable. He starts paying more attention, noticing the details, remembering her words, her expressions, even her scent. This energy creates memories even in short encounters. And here's a brutal truth. When he feels this with you, all the others start to feel ordinary. Because this connection goes beyond the physical. It touches his ego, but also his soul. It's rare. It's unforgettable. It's the kind of energy he never forgets. And the best part, she doesn't have to force a thing. She just has to exist with truth. Insight 4. Energy afforders, a silent trap many women fall into, thinking they need to try harder to be noticed. But when we're talking about attractive energy, the more effort you make, the less impact you have. Because too much effort smells like neediness. It's when she tries to seem perfect, when she's always available, always smiling, always saying yes. That may look sweet, but to him, it sounds like desperation. And no man is drawn to desperation. You know why? Because true magnetic energy comes from ease, not performance. A magnetic woman isn't worried about being ideal. She's too focused on being real. She says what she thinks with respect. She says no without guilt. She chooses instead of begging to be chosen. And that is power. Men can feel when a woman has nothing to prove. And that activates a different instinct in them. The instinct to protect, to care, to approach with intention. Because suddenly, she's not just attractive, she's valuable. And men know. What's valuable doesn't beg for attention. The kind of energy that truly attracts comes from inner stillness. From not needing someone else to validate what you already know about yourself. It's not about being indifferent. It's about not being dependent. That's the difference between effort and energy. Effort seeks control. Energy radiates confidence. And men feel that from miles away. You could be wearing the simplest clothes, no makeup. But if you're connected to that energy, he's going to notice. Because what holds a man's gaze isn't the image, it's the vibration. And once you learn how to emit that kind of vibe, you stop chasing, you start attracting naturally. Now that you understand what this energy creates, you might be asking, can I really tap into this within myself? And I'm here to tell you, yes, but not the way you've been taught. It's not about memorizing the right phrases. It's not about following seduction rules. It's about returning to yourself, realizing how much of this power you already carry in when you're not using it. Because every woman has this energy, but few have the courage to trust it. Most still believe they need to do more, when in truth, the secret is to be more present, more honest, more connected to your own worth. It doesn't matter if he hasn't noticed yet. It doesn't matter if others made you doubt it. The right man, the one who vibrates on your same frequency, will feel that energy the moment you stop hiding it. And when that happens, you'll realize you no longer need to beg for affection, or compete, or compare, because you become the woman who chooses, the woman who commands respect with just a glance, who attracts because of who she is, not what she gives. That transformation begins when you silence the noise outside and choose to trust your own pulse. Your gaze changes, your posture changes, and the men around you change too, not because you became someone else, but because you finally allowed yourself to be you. That's the real revolution. And it doesn't require perfection. It just requires honesty with your essence. The rest flows. You no longer have to ask for space. You are the space. And when a woman understands that the entire world responds differently, the energy that attracts doesn't shout, it radiates. And if you've made it this far, deep down, you already know that power lives inside you. So stop hiding. Show the world who you are without apologizing for it. The woman who owns her energy doesn't chase, she attracts. And the right man can't resist. Subscribe to the channel. Let's keep going.